Hello, I'm Jeff Regan, candidate for Sangamon County Sheriff. This is another video explaining why I'm running for sheriff, my qualifications, and my goals for the department. In this video, I will explain my 4-star plan to re-engineer the county sheriff's office utilizing my crime-fighting experience and management skills. First, cameras on squad cars and uniforms. Next, a female detective investigating sexual abuse and assault crimes. Third, intense health care training for jail staff. And finally, 4 detectives out on county roads. Together, we can implement the plan for this large and complex department. We can and should do more to protect families and property in Sangamon County with 200 employees paid with an $18 million budget. In a prior video, I outlined my qualifications for sheriff in law enforcement and community service. I have been a city police officer, state police lieutenant, and Army National Guard lieutenant colonel with service at the Pentagon. I served a year in Afghanistan as a police advisor. I took the opportunities afforded by the GI Bill for higher education. I have a master's degree from UIS, and I'm working toward a doctorate in public administration. I also have budgetary experience in law enforcement. I am a Red Cross volunteer and served as acting director. I led disaster support efforts after tornadoes in central Illinois. I traveled to the East Coast to assist families hurt by Hurricane Sandy. I think you'll agree the county sheriff must be an experienced crime fighter and much more. I am running for sheriff because I believe I have the law enforcement experience and leadership skills to protect the people of Sangamon County. I am confident I have the management skills to run this $18 million business paid with tax dollars. Re-engineering is a management plan used by Apple, NASA, and others to build on their success. We have positive programs in the sheriff's office. I want to build on them and adapt them for 21st century changes in law enforcement. My 4-star plan to re-engineer the department will take the following steps. First, we must add cameras on patrol cars and uniforms for deputies and jail staff. We can pay the $30,000 cost with funding grants from Homeland Security and other sources. It is true there may be policy issues like privacy to be worked out, but the research I've conducted shows many positives. Cameras will promote public safety, protecting both citizens and deputies. Recently, a California city with 100,000 residents and 54 police officers installed cameras. After 1 year, the results were an 80% drop in citizen complaints and 60% drop in the use of force. Next, I will add a female detective trained to investigate sexual abuse, sexual assault, and domestic violence. In Sangamon County, more than once a week, a child or a woman is abused. More than 80 crimes of sexual abuse and assault occur each year under the sheriff's jurisdiction. These are heart-wrenching crimes. I know, because I investigated them. Modern law enforcement requires a specialist to care for these victims with sensitivity and encouragement. Common sense tells us abused women and children will feel safer talking with a female investigator, and the sheriff's office will create a stronger bond with social service agencies that help these victims. Third, it is no secret that inmate health problems and tragic deaths at the county jail have cost millions of tax dollars. A new contractor was hired to provide the jail with nurses and health care support. Greater supervision of jail staff plus additional correctional officers will also help. But we must move health care in the jail one step further. I will direct all jail staff to receive intensive health care training so that they can recognize physical and mental health conditions. And I want some correctional officers on every shift certified as EMTs or paramedics. Jail staff with higher levels of health care training can protect inmates, help us avoid costly lawsuits, and save millions of tax dollars. Finally, I will restructure management at the sheriff's office. We can save $1 million of overtime, expand jail staff with more supervision, and assign 4 detectives to the street every day. My plan will change operations in the Detective Bureau at the Sheriff's Department. There are 10 detectives now on staff. 4 of them will be sent out on patrol, out on the street in a new enhanced patrol strategy. Basically, we will assign 4 detectives to patrol every day on county roads and highways. They will provide 18 hours of coverage 7 days a week in unmarked cars. For example, when a crime is reported, 1 deputy in uniform will arrive first and secure the crime scene. and a detective from our enhanced patrol unit will be summoned. That will free up the patrol deputy to go back out on the road. Our detective will gather evidence, take statements, photos, and whatever else is needed for the investigation. That case now belongs to one detective to solve, working with the entire department. Assigning each case to one detective will help crime victims and their families. Citizens will always know who to call for an update. I also want to train detectives as specialists to handle specific areas of crime, such as sexual abuse, murder, and drug trafficking. In closing, I believe my four-star plan to re-engineer the Sheriff's Department is a workable, common-sense solution for county law enforcement in the 21st century. I'm Jeff Regan, asking for your vote for Sangamon County Sheriff. Together, we can find innovative ways to protect you, your family, and property in Sangamon County.